Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are diving into a movie that promises bullets, brawls, and big-name action stars. The Expendables 4 is here, and if you're a fan of old-school action flicks, this one might have caught your eye. Let's break down what this movie delivers, what it misses, and whether it's worth your time and ticket money. So first things first, the Expendables franchise has always been about big action, bigger explosions, and the biggest names in the action genre, from Sylvester Stallone to Jason Statham, from Jet Li to Dolph Lundgren. This crew has been bringing chaos to the screen since 2010. Now here we are in 2025, and the fourth installment tries to recapture that same magic with some new faces in the mix. In the Expendables 4, we see the return of some core members like Stallone as Barney Ross and Statham as Lee Christmas. These two have been the heart of the franchise, and their chemistry is still solid. We also see the return of Dolph Lundgren as Gunner and Randy Couture as Toll Road. Alongside them are some newer additions like 50 Cent as Easy Day, Megan Fox as Gina, and Tony Jaa bringing his martial arts flair. Now let's talk plot, because even though most people don't watch these movies for deep storytelling, we still need a reason for all the mayhem. This time the team is trying to stop a mysterious villain who plans to trigger a global conflict through nuclear weapons. It's a very typical Expendable-style plot, and honestly, it's mostly just there to set up the action sequences. There's a lot of globe-trotting, a few double crosses, and a mission that escalates very quickly into a full-blown war zone. The movie kicks off with a high-octane action sequence, and right from the start you know what kind of ride you're in. For explosions, shootouts, hand-to-hand combat, it's all there, and while some of it feels over the top and even cartoonish, that's kind of the charm of this franchise. It never takes itself too seriously and leans into the absurdity of having all these action legends together. Jason Statham takes on a much larger role this time around, and honestly, he carries a big chunk of the movie. His action scenes are slick and brutal, and he's clearly still got the energy and agility to make fight scenes look great. Stallone surprisingly takes a bit of a back seat this time, which might disappoint longtime fans, but it does allow some of the newer cast members to shine. Megan Fox brings in a mix of toughness and sass, and her dynamic with Statham is actually more entertaining than I expected. 50 Cent adds muscle and some comedic timing, though his character doesn't get a ton of development. Tony Jaa is a highlight for action fans, bringing his signature style and fluid fighting skills that make his scenes stand out even among all the gunfire. One thing that stands out about the Expendables 4 is its attempt to modernize the formula. There's a bit more emphasis on tech, espionage, and some sleeker settings compared to the gritty, blown-up environments of the previous films. That said, the heart of the movie is still in gritty gunfights and big stunts. There's a lot of practical effects combined with CGI, and while some of the CGI moments look a bit rough, overall the action is satisfying and keeps the pace moving. However, not everything works perfectly in this film. The dialogue is very basic and often filled with cheesy one-liners. Some of them work and give a chuckle, but others feel forced and outdated. The plot twists are very predictable, and you can see them coming a mile away. And while it's great to see so many characters on screen at once, it also means that some of them barely get any time to develop or even speak. For fans of the original trilogy, this movie will feel familiar, maybe even too familiar. It follows a similar formula and structure, which might make it feel repetitive to some. On the other hand, if you're just here to watch some of your favorite action stars blow stuff up, you'll probably have a good time. One thing I do want to highlight is the film's soundtrack. It's filled with adrenaline-pumping tracks and some heavy rock that adds to the intensity of the scenes. The sound design overall is well done, and the gunfire, explosions, and punches all sound crisp and satisfying. The pacing of the movie is fast, maybe even a little too fast. At times there are moments where you feel like the story could slow down to build tension or give us more character development, but it often rushes to the next fight scene or explosion. This can make the movie feel a bit hollow, especially in the middle section where the emotional stakes don't really land. That said, there's something to be appreciated about a movie that knows what it is and delivers exactly that. The Expendables 4 is unapologetically loud, explosive, and full of testosterone. It's not trying to win awards or break new ground. It's just here to entertain and bring some of the biggest names in action back to the big screen together for one more ride. Is this the best film in the series? Probably not. The first one still holds that title for its novelty and iconic team-up. The second and third had their moments, but also struggled with balancing the cast and keeping things fresh. This fourth entry feels like a solid, if not spectacular, continuation. It's fun enough for a watch, especially with friends, or if you're just in the mood for nonstop action. So should you go see The Expendables 4 if you're a diehard fan of action movies and you love seeing your favorite stars doing what they do best, then yes. If you're looking for a complex story, emotional arcs, or sharp dialogue, this movie won't deliver that. But if you want explosions, hand-to-hand combat, and a lot of over-the-top moments, then you'll likely walk out with a smile. Alright, that's it for this review. If you've seen The Expendables 4, let me know what you thought in the comments. Did you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in between? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more movie reviews and breakdowns every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.